Hey everybody, welcome back to Bad Luck Garage. Today I'm doing a product review. I don't usually do these, but if you guys like this one, let me know in the comments and I'll do more. This is actually a review on a eBay product. This is a universal adjustable fuel pressure regulator. It comes with a 100 psi fuel pressure gauge. Comes with all these AN fittings. I'm going to say before we even get started, if you're buying this kit because it comes with all these AN fittings and these little pieces of braided stainless hose, I don't recommend using these. Okay, I can look at them and I can just compare them with my Russells or my Earls fittings, and it's pretty obvious these are junk. I'm just going to say that right up front. They're really thin aluminum, really cheap. I could probably bend these, but I have not tested this gauge at this point. We're going to test it in this video. So I don't want to give this the old strength test just yet, because if this thing ends up not doing what it's intended to do, then we're going to be sending it back, and I can't send it back if I mess up these parts. So this is all it comes with. You can get these in the colors that I got here. These are my two favorite colors. If you can't tell, all my Bad Luck Garage logos are black and red or black and burgundy. You can also get this in red and blue, I believe, and they may even make just a silver one. But anyway, I've already unboxed it. My initial reaction to it was it looks like it's solid. It looks like it may be a knockoff of maybe Aeromotive, something like that. It's got your vacuum boost reference here to increase fuel pressure. It's got your input, your output. If you're running a return style system, you've got your return line here. Now, the first thing I want to say, it comes with all these fittings here. Sorry guys, I've got the hiccups again. Seems to be a thing recently, doesn't it? It comes with all these fittings here, plus the fittings that I've already installed. I do want to say these are a very loose fit, and I have not decided yet if they're a loose fit because of the unit, like maybe the holes are just a little too big, or if it's because of the cheap fittings. If we have a leak, what I may do is I may run down to Performance Products, my local hot rod store, and buy an Earls fitting, one of these, and see if it fits in here better. But initially when you screw these in, there is just all kinds of slop. So what I've done is what I always do on these fittings anyway. Now, you don't want to use Teflon tape on your 6N or on your AN fittings, but I always recommend using Teflon tape on the regular portion here. So I just I packed the Teflon tape extra thick on here, and it also came with these little rubber washers. So I'm hoping between the Teflon tape and the little rubber washers that it seals up okay. I'm actually doubting that it will, but we're hoping for the best here. And we are putting it to the test, because this is actually going on a LS swap, so it's going to be running 58 psi. So that's a lot of fuel pressure. So if this thing can hold up to that, then I think we can give it a thumbs up. If not, we'll tinker with it a little bit, like I said, depending on where it leaks. If it leaks from here or here, or if it leaks from anywhere else, we'll send it back. But if it just leaks from the fittings here, then we'll go try to get a better fitting and see if that helps. I'm also kind of weary about the rubber washers here. Of course, because the ethanol content in today's fuel. So ethanol tends to eat rubber. So even if it doesn't leak initially, it may start leaking somewhere down the road. I might need to look into getting some, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, Nipral or Neopral, or maybe even just some Teflon washers. I didn't think about that until just now, but it'd be pretty easy to just put some Teflon washers in here. That way the ethanol content in the fuel doesn't hurt it. Anyway, this is not an installation video, just a product review. I'll go over real quickly. I'm pretty sure this is how it goes anyway. You've got your fuel comes in through here, out through here, of course. And if you're running a return line, This is your return line that goes back to your tank. If you are using the booster reference, or the vacuum reference, whatever you want to call it, then of course you need vacuum, manifold vacuum to go here, and you adjust it up here. So we're not using this. As a matter of fact, we're not even mounting this in the engine compartment on my application. We're going to be mounting this in the back under the bed of our truck. So I'm going to go ahead and get that installed, and we'll see how that goes. All right, guys, I'm pretty happy right now. We got our eBay fuel pressure regulator installed. I was pretty skeptical about it. I was afraid, honestly, I thought it would dump fuel everywhere, but we've got it running. It is holding a constant 58 psi at the fuel rail, or actually it's holding about 56 psi on this gauge back here. My gauge at the fuel rail is showing 59 or 60, which is, you know, fine. That's close enough to 58 for me. So far it's not leaking. I mean, you can see down there the ground's dry. I felt around all the fittings. Nothing was wet. That's not saying it's not going to start in the future, but I'm going to try to be optimistic about it. For $35, I'm pretty impressed with it. Okay, guys, just to recap the review on the adjustable fuel pressure regulator from eBay. Initially, I thought we were going to have some leakage issues. I went ahead and dealt with that by going to my auto parts store and getting some different O-ring gaskets. These are by Red Horse Performance, and it is part number 320-06-01, and they are Viton, or Viton, however you pronounce it, O-rings. Got 10 in a pack here, but I pulled the rubber ones, the cheap rubber ones that came with the regulator back out, and I put these in just as a precaution. And no leaks, guys. So I'm going to be honest, for $35, I'm pretty impressed with this regulator. It's able to maintain 58 psi. I had the wife go in there, rev it up while I was watching the gauge on the regulator, which does read a little low. And then while I was watching my fuel rail pressure, and it never fluctuated when she would snap it to the floor or whatever. It never fluctuated more than 1, maybe 2 psi initially, you know, on tip in, which that's great, guys. So my opinion is, now I've not run it, you know, I just installed it, so I'm not, this is not a long-term use review, so I don't know how well it's going to hold up, you know, a couple months from now, but from what I'm seeing right now, it's well worth the $35. Like I said, you may want to get different fittings like I did, and different O-rings just to make sure it seals. It may not have leaked with the original stuff. I don't know. I just wasn't going to take the chance. But yeah, guys, I mean, if you're looking for a cheap alternative to like an Aeromotive or something like that, a Holley fuel pressure regulator, I see this as a good way to go. Again, as I said in the beginning of the video, I would not use these fittings. I'm going to throw these in my box of AN fittings way in the back. And, you know, I may use these later for, you know, for water lines or something like that. But I wouldn't recommend using these for something, something that may be, what's the word I'm looking for? Something that might catch on fire. I do not recommend using these for that, because they feel pretty cheap, but the regulator itself is good. And for $35, you know, I'm going to recommend it. So anyway, I hope this review was helpful. If it was, click the thumbs up button. You know, subscribe if you want to see more, and if you want to see me do more product reviews, not just on cheap eBay shit, but if you want to see more product reviews on, you know, on some of the other components I use as well, just put a little comment down in the comment box and let me know, and you know, I'll try to get some of those done, some more of those done. I kind of enjoy
letting you know what I think about certain products, you know, good or bad. If you've watched my other videos, you'll see I've got no problem, you know, bashing something if it's a piece of crap. This actually ended up, from what I see so far, again, like I said, it's, you know, this is not a long-term review. So if something goes wrong with it in the future, you know, I'll do a little update review to it. But I've got no problem bashing good stuff or talking up, or I mean bashing bad stuff or talking up good stuff. So if you want to see more reviews, comment, tell me, say, hey, do a review on this or do a review on that, and I'll do what I can. So now that I've done this review, I've actually got another video coming where, you know, we're working related to this. We're working on the fuel system on my truck. So stay tuned for that. That should be coming by tomorrow. So I'll see you next time on Bad Luck Garage.